Hey, welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben. We got Jeff there. Give him a wave, Jeff.
Hi, everybody.
All right, we're here. So we're back at another favorite place, Veggie Eats, and just relaxing. And today we're going to be talking about the history behind AMSOIL, what got it started, and what makes AMSOIL AMSOIL. So it's going to be nice and relaxed today. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and start asking some questions in the description section. Type them up, and I can actually read them here from my laptop. So today here we're trying something different. So you should be able to see it live here. And let's see here. Aha, live right now. 6 watching.
All right.
All right, looks good. Cool. Hello, Mike C. How's it going, Mike C? So we're taking the next step in technology now. You know, we got the good Wi-Fi here going on, and Jeff's got the Facebook feed going for his Express Lube and Auto Repair, and we're just hanging out. So we're going to talk a little bit about what got AMSOIL started. How did it start? What made it start? Well, you'll see on the thumbnail photo when you clicked on this, you probably saw that pilot photo, and Al Amatuzio was a pilot, and he actually started the company way back in the mid-60s. And but a little bit about Al, he was an award-winning pilot, and he kind of always outdid everybody. He was almost untouchable.
Yeah.
And he was a real big deal, and he loved flying jets, and no matter what it was, he would always go out of the way to save someone, help somebody, and it was all about someone else, not just him. But he thought about others, and he said, you know what? Why don't we create something that's from the jets, that's a much higher quality, and give it to regular people? So that's exactly what Al did. He said, I'm going to give it to him. And he did it 100%. And he started off testing it in the mid-60s with Unser, and he's a 12-time Pikes Peak champion. And Bobby Unser comes from a big deal family. They've won all kinds of races, and they don't know nothing but number one. Other numbers don't make sense to them. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. All right. And Jeff's a total superstar now. He's going to be number one.
Yeah.
Very soon. Yep. He is. And we're not going to tell you what he's going to be number one in yet. We got to keep it a secret.
Figure that out.
It's suspension of disbelief, right, Jeff?
How do you keep an idiot in suspense?
How?
So we're going to talk about transmissions today.
2. All right. I like it. Good. I like it, Jeff.
All right.
So,
Let's do this.
So yeah, Jeff here. If you don't know Jeff, big time master technician.
Yes.
Been in the battlefields. He's been shot at. He's been ground missions, underground, and basically Jeff just won't die.
No, I refuse.
And we had to bring Jeff to make him a part of the channel because he's such a big deal. And Jeff just keeps doing better and better. And he's offering a lot of the AMSOIL products to his clients here in Las Vegas. If you don't know, Jeff's shop is Express Lube and Auto Repair, and Jeff's diligently getting the Facebook all set up. But yeah, so Jeff offers the 100% synthetic AMSOIL Signature Series, and he's got all the products now, and he's been helping a lot of people, and there's been a big change and getting a lot of good results, so it's good. And Jeff, how's it looking, Jeff?
I think we're spot on.
Can you hear Jeff? All right, good.
Yeah.
So we got, we got Miguel. Howdy. What's up, Miguel? Thanks for coming on.
Slide mag by.
We got Jason K. How do you change the transmission fluid on 2003 Mazda S? Oh, hold on, Jeff.
I was going to do some ballerina stuff here. It was pretty awesome.
Geez, he scared the hell out of me.
I scared the hell out of everybody.
He scared the living.
Woo-hoo. All right, you got me a little beverage to start. All right, let's get serious with this shit, man.
Is it serious, Jeff?
No.
No, what do I say?
Maintenance is serious. Maintenance is serious.
Is it?
So what was the question?
We got Jared. Thanks, Jared, for coming on. Slap. Time to drink.
All right.
Bobo T. Baggins, any updates on the oil burning Honda J35? That's a good question too. So we're going to get to those questions.
Ooh.
And we really appreciate you guys tuning in. It means the world for each and every one of you to be a part of my channel. And we're actually announcing we're doing a giveaway every week now.
Yeah.
And I didn't get anybody to text me, but to how you get in the giveaway, all you do is just text me to my cell phone your full name, text a screenshot that you shared it. You can share it on Facebook, Instagram. You can share my channel via email to a friend, text it to them.
I mean,
just screenshot it on your phone, send it to me, and that's your ticket into the weekly giveaway.
Same thing on the Facebook side. All you have to do is share any of the posts, like the page, and last but not least, most important thing is share it with your friends. You see these videos, they come up, we're putting them out here. We want you guys to know, and we want your friends to know. On the Facebook one, if you send me a PM either on me or on Express Lube and Auto Repair, I'll get it, we'll know, and I want more names in the hat.
Yeah.
We had a lot of names in the hat, that's why we want to do a little bit more during the month.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, where are we at now? What are we gonna go over? You said you had a couple of questions up here?
Yeah. Got some good questions. Good even convinced my friend to switch to his Mustang GT to AMSOIL. That's a good thing.
Nice.
That's the 5.0 is going to really hum now. Those things love it. The
Yeah.
GT's a killer Mustang.
Absolutely.
So a little bit back to like the history. Guess we'll go on a little bit around the history.
We'll do the history,
Yeah.
and then we'll start talking about what the new product is.
And then we're going to juggle some product in a second.
I'm down to see that. I don't know that I
all
can
right.
pull it off, but I trust that you can.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
do it later. We got to hold out on you. We got to hold out. So back to Ali Amatuzio, the inventor of AMSOIL. So he did all this time, flying these jets, and he said, you got to take care of these jet engines because obviously if they stop, right down to the ground, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
And Jeff even worked on them, didn't you, Jeff?
I did. Okay, so we just touched on a goosebump subject for me. So I spent years in aviation in the military, and when we went through school, one of the things that they discussed is your friends are going to be going up in the aircraft that you fix, and they said you got one shot to fix it right, and that's it. Your friends can't park on a cloud. So that's some real stuff. I mean, if a lot of guys, they may be cavalier about it, but when you develop friendships in the military, you develop friendships anywhere. If you've got a friend that's got your back, you're going to know that you don't want anything happening to them, and if possible, you do everything you can to help them. Maintenance. We used to take parts off of aircraft all the time, every 500 hours. 500 flight hours on a Black Hawk, and you strip it down to its skeleton. Yeah, it looks like a boneyard. There's generally six to 10 guys, and there's 6 stations on an aircraft, and you will spend 30 days every day. I don't remember. I believe we were either 6 or 7 days a week solid, and you strip it down, you get new parts, you put it back together, and boy, it's interesting. It's like a set of Legos you can't even understand. Are we sounding okay?
You're sounding perfect, Jeff.
Beautiful.
I mean, yours could be a little bit more aimed towards your mouth if you want.
That's like...
You can stick it right here, Jeff. Just stick it on your shirt. That's beautiful.
Do you think
Jeff.
that would work?
I think it sounds.
No, I gotta talk a little louder though to the other one. So let's move this. Oh my God! Oh, we have a beard malfunction here.
You can even stick it. Yeah, that's good right there, Jeff.
This is a beard malfunction. I like it. So this is what we're gonna go. Oh, okay. So we're looking at the aha.
So yeah, you're even making it crack out. You're that loud.
Oh, okay. So red is bad.
It could be too loud. Just clip it on your shirt, aiming towards your mouth.
All right.
Beautiful, Jeff.
There. How about that?
Beautiful. It's still a little under the chin, but it's fine though. It's fine.
There
we go. That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Right there.
There we go.
I'm new to this stuff. Look, do I look like a damn newscaster? Do I look like a newscaster to you?
A little bit, Jeff.
Oh.
In Maine.
Today's weather is
a lumberjack
in Maine.
Maine.
Oh. Today's weather today, well, let me tell you, it's going to be cold. We might have a good nor'easter coming through. I don't know if that's necessarily a Maine accent.
It's pretty good, though.
But I liked it. I liked it.
It's good.
Give me a Pennsylvania accent. Just say hello.
Man. What do they say?
Oh, give me some good stuff.
Oh, water.
Yeah, water.
Got some water here.
It's like a Lojo water.
Got some water.
Right. You get New York, you get water. You know, you just got to bring it out. So
This is good. I got to get the recipe.
yeah, 13 ice cubes and exactly 6.8 ounces of water.
So we got some more people. Earl Arlen. Hello, Earl. Thanks for checking out the channel. Jason K again. I've been searching, providing to find. Nice. Also products, change it out. Good man, Jeff. Jason. Awesome. So lots of good action.
Right.
So yeah. So a little bit back to the history behind AMSOIL. I know we're a little scattered here.
Yes, we are. We're just keep up with the history.
All right.
We're
So we'll
working
keep going.
transmission.
Jeff's going to keep working transmissions here.
That's right.
So, so a little bit more about the history of AMSOIL. So Bobby Unser, this big-time hotshot race car driver, almost untouchable, like Jeff. And all right, and so he won 12 Pikes Peak champions, and this is back through the 60s into the 70s. Then I think he came back with Audi and whooped some substantial ass with Audi, which Audi's a pretty good four-wheel drive.
Yeah, they're all-wheel drive.
I think that might be almost the best. They got to be close.
Subaru's up there.
Subi's good?
Subi's
all
good.
Right. I like Audi a lot.
Yeah, that works. That works.
So Bobby Unser did all this good at racing, and he also did Indy racing down the road. And Bobby Unser is a 3-time Indy 500 winner in 3 different decades. So I think he's one of very few that could be that big of a deal for 30-some years. That's pretty impressive.
I don't know that I could dispute that.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So yeah, so he used a lot of the AMSOIL products, and the reason why he went for it is because of the film strength, kept the metal separated, and the gear lube keeps that metal separated, so there's no shearing, there's no oil shear, doesn't go metal on metal. Yep. You don't wear out, keep the heat down, and you keep the race car moving up that hill.
Yeah.
To get to that finish line.
And that's a hell of a hill climb right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's no BS.
Yes. And you'll see a video if you go on the AMSOIL Inc. page. You can see, if you type in Bobby Unser commercial, you'll see a couple cool commercials with him. And he does some talking about how he liked it and what he liked about it, which is cool.
Hi.
We're ready to order.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Your name is Jordan.
Thank you, guys.
Beautiful.
Hi, Jordan. Nice to meet you.
You too. Where can I get started for you guys?
Okay, Eben,
I'm going to go with that killer ginger salad. There was a ginger salad I think I had last
Was
time.
it the chicken salad?
It was just the vegetables.
House salad?
I think so.
We have a house salad, we have chicken salad, cucumber salad, and seaweed salad.
I'll do the cucumber salad.
Cucumber salad?
Yep.
Okay. Salad, that is just like fresh cucumbers, jalapeno, fish sauce.
And what sauce?
Okay. Vegan fish sauce.
What's the other one?
Like
What was the house salad? I had.
House salad is lettuce, tomato, avocado.
That's it.
Carrots and jicama.
Yeah, that's it.
pepper.
That's it.
House salad?
Yeah.
Oh, it has the sesame ginger dressing.
That's
the ginger.
Aha.
Sesame ginger. That's what it is.
Kind of threw me off a little.
That would be
Alright.
a spicy salad, to be honest with you.
Is it really, Jeff?
Ginger? Oh my gosh, come on. Just imagine if you had a salad that was made of nothing but ginger. That would break your face. I don't care how tough you are.
House salad. Okay. Anything else?
That'll do it. Good, Jeff.
All right, 5-piece buffalo. And then there was the Thai something or other.
Thai tea?
Nope. Oh god, no. That would kill me. That would break my face. Singapore fried rice. I was. Wow. Wasn't even close. Singapore fried rice noodle.
Alright.
Cool.
Is that it for you guys?
Yes.
That's it for now.
You want to keep them in here or you guys?
Leave us with the big one.
Okay, sure.
So that's not shameless product placement.
Product placement how?
I don't even know.
Well, it's green. It's actually environmental friendly here. This
Ooh.
green and this they match. And no. But yeah, actually, you know what? This really does actually protect the environment because it seals the cylinders better, get less blow by, less oil burn off, exponentially less carbon emissions when you're running the PI cleaner. So it really actually is green products. As funny as it is, they are green products.
You want to know something crazy? So
Tell us, Jeff. Tell us.
in Europe was the first country pretty much to make most of their cars synthetic operated.
All right.
Do you know why Europe does synthetic oil in their vehicles and have most Beamers and Benzes have what's the drain interval?
I think it's 10,000
10,000 miles. Do you
on
know-
Mancetis.
Right. You know why it's 10,000 miles?
Oh.
Because oil cost over there is extreme. We get oil for, I mean, to be honest,
Pennies on the dollar.
yeah, in comparison to what everybody else in the world pays, our oil's damn near free. I mean, really, really close. Where we're paying, funny story, somebody I know, leave names and everything out.
All right.
I was in upstate New York, and they went up to Canada, and they come down ranting and raving. They're like, oh my gosh, gas is so cheap up there. Now we're in upstate New York. In upstate New York, we were at like $3 something a gallon. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's only $2 a gallon. And I'm like, Canada doesn't use gallons, they use liters. So yeah, pretty close. What is it? It's 4 liters to a gallon. So they're paying, now Canadian money is a little bit less, but still we'll say it's $1.70 per liter times 4. They're just across the border. They're just across the border and they're paying that much for fuel. Go over the pond, they're paying even more. So they use strictly these synthetics so they have less drain interval. They're not using as much oil overall. And so that's what we're offering you here. We're offering you a chance to go 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 miles on 5 quarts of oil or 6 or 7 quarts of oil. How much are you saving then? I mean, I tell people, standard, your oil changes, if you do a 15,000 mile oil change, you're going to be, what, 3 to 5 oil changes, depending on what you believe your drain interval is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, synthetic, I'm honestly surprised that we are just now starting to catch on synthetic in the U.S.
It's hard to believe.
I mean, you know, our premium cars, Corvette's been using Mobil 1 since the 90s, right?
Yep. And Mobil 1 used to be at one time, I think they were 100% synthetic.
Yeah, they were top of the line.
But they actually pulled back because they wanted to satisfy places like Wama and some of these different big retailers, because it's almost like, you know, certain products, they just don't want to give out that good of a product. And all through the years, AMSOIL has been the leader in lubrication, believe it or not. Ever since 1972, they got API certified in Texas. Al Amatuzio paid to get the certification, and it turns out he ended up beating all the other specifications by, I think, 2 to 10 times. He beat a lot of the mineral oil things.
That's awesome.
And basically ever since, they've been the leader. But, you know, even when they were doing it back in the mid-60s, they just weren't certified yet.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, and here's the thing. He said buy. You know what? AMSOIL had to pay money to get Dexos Gen 1 and
API,
Gen 2.
I'll show it to him,
Well, no, but there's multiple things.
The API certification.
Yeah.
So they have to pay money to get it certified. They test it, and it just quality compliance.
It is.
You got to make sure they're not putting water in your car.
And just to be fair, it is the minimum quality requirement.
Yeah.
Because I could go to Walmart and buy, what is that, TechSmart or whatever their house brand is? Supertech. And I put it up next to there, even if their conventional oil is API certified.
It is.
Which meets the minimum standards. So when your kid comes home with a report card full of D's, you just bought him 5 quarts of TechSmart. 5 quarts of TechSmart for your kid. Now, if you want your kid coming home with A's, all A's, send them out with that.
That looks great.
That was shameless. That was horrible. That was cheesy as hell. That looks like mines.
Oh my God.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes. We're gonna move the iPad back a little bit.
And here we are, sir.
Oh.
Is there anything else I can get you, sir?
Nothing that's appropriate for the channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be expecting a very good tip.
Oh. I'll give you the tip. Any of my Spanish speakers out there, la puntita nomás. All right.
Beautiful accents, Jeffries. Beautiful. Will you grab me some chopsticks as well?
We need to reach and get to these. Weren't in a package.
Oh my gosh. So you were taking a risk,
Yeah,
taking them out of the package.
I'm not taking a risk. I'm reaching on this one, and I'm going to pull this close. I'm going to grab us one,
All right.
2 pairs of chopsticks. Boom. Chopsticks.
All right, so back to a little bit more of the story of
Yeah.
Al Amatuzio. So this award-winning pilot, almost untouchable, like Jeff. And basically, it was just too easy for him. And everyone always said, you know, Al, you're crazy. No one's going to buy this stuff that costs 6 times more than regular oil, right?
Yeah.
Who would waste that type of money?
I mean, to be fair, I've known about AMSOIL for 12 years now.
All right.
You know, we've got multiple dealers in town, and we had 2 dealers that they went shop to shop, and nice guy and gal, shop to shop trying to get AMSOIL. But when they were telling me, and AMSOIL was a little bit more expensive back in the day.
And now we're going to get into the future of AMSOIL, where it came from and where it's headed. So keep going, Jeff. This is back in the day.
Back in the day.
Tell us more.
12 years ago, they're saying, hey, we got this stuff, and they're telling me about the filter bypass, and they're telling me about, the 20, they were offering 25,000 miles back in the day, right?
All right.
They were doing it, I think it was a 25,000 mile oil change. At that time, I didn't mess with synthetics, honestly. If you brought in a Mercedes or a Beamer, yeah, I knew I had to buy Mobil 1 and put Mobil 1 in there. That's fine. Everything else took conventional. There was no synthetic requirements. The first crazy thing that happened to me is when 5W20 came out. I remember 5W20 came out. Ford did a super session bulletin that covered everything from 95 to present, and everything called for that 520. Well, we paid a shit ton more. Awesome. Oh, those are the wangs. I'm gonna let those cool down. Those are fire hot.
All right. There you go, Jeff.
Nuclear.
All right.
It's nuclear hot. And set them right there.
You know what I like about Jeff? He still eats a lot, even though he eats healthy.
That's right.
He eats a lot.
That's right. Don't think because you're healthy you can't eat a boatload of food.
And Jeff does.
Oh boy, it's feeding time.
Yep. Yeah, it's great. So yeah, it's such a cool discovery. So please tell us more about these beautiful discoveries.
So they were offering this oil, and at the time, my cost was $20-something a quart, and they're telling me, well, you know, you charge $300 and some odd, $350 for the oil change with the bypass kit. And I looked at her. I'm gonna say this in the nicest way. My shop, we're in the hood. Not even gonna lie, we're a little bit in the hood, but we're like this diamond hiding in a coal mine. Yeah, you're in a coal mine. But let me tell you, first off, everybody in that neighborhood is fantastic. So you can't really judge that. There was one, even, you know, we got droves of people that come up on bicycles and scooters. We got kids coming up with their skateboards, and we help them all out because that's our community.
It is. And you know what? Everybody protects the garage. Say the garage was on fire. People would actually be there.
I'd actually get a phone call. Somebody would call me and tell me.
They would?
Yeah. I would know about it.
Yeah, and they would actually go and start trying to put it out. It's that much of a community because Jeff gives to the community.
I love my peoples.
Yeah.
Let's circle back. Circle back.
All right.
She told me $360 for an oil change, and I looked at her and said, I don't know anybody that's going to pay that for a damn oil change. I mean, that was at the time when everybody had a $9 and a $13 oil change. So you go down the street, you see these signs for $9.99, then some schmuck kid, because at the time I was a schmuck kid. I kind of looked like Eben at the time. Yeah, I had some hair, I looked pretty schmucky. It's okay, I still love you. But yeah, I'm this kid. I'm 27, 28 years old saying, okay, you need an oil change. You know, if you want the good stuff in your car, it's $360. And they look at me like I'm retarded. Absolutely challenged, hit in the head by a board at 3 months old, retarded.
So this kind of chimes in to why a lot of people say, well, isn't AMSOIL a pyramid scheme? And isn't it this and that? Well, the thing is, it's a multi-level marketing company. Basically, to a certain extent, the person that signed you up does get a portion of the next person's money, all right? but it's not a straight pyramid scheme, meaning you're not just going to get rich signing up a bunch of people to sell oil. It's not going to work that way. A lot of people think that, so that's totally wrong. Second thing, to go into
Hit it.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Tap it from all angles, Jeff.
Right.
Second thing is basically the products wouldn't work by sitting on the shelf. So basically, say you buy this oil way back in 1975, say this bottle of oil costs $5, and they have a regular bottle. Beautiful, Jeff.
No,
that's the Great Fall of China. Beautiful, Jeff. And basically, Jeff will have another drop at the bar later. That's your first drop right now. It's good. It's good. So basically, you know, this was say $5 way back in 1975. A regular quart of oil might be 81 cents.
Or way less.
Or way less, yeah. So why would someone spend the money? So they couldn't justify it. So the bottles of oil would get dust on them.
Yeah.
And they said, you know what? Instead of letting all this oil sit on shelves, let's go ahead and distribute it through a dealer network. And they devised that. There was a lovely lady that came up with that way back. I'm going to say around 75-ish, somewhere around there. But you can read about the history on the AMSOIL website. So basically, they came up with this network, and the people that believed in the product, they knew it was the future of automobiles, and that it would save the environment, get better gas mileage, make the vehicles last longer, and that's everything it did. So Jeff's dipping into some comments as we do. I'll keep going. So yeah, so they said, you know what? We're going to go through these dealers. So these dealers that totally independent started getting out, showing it to farmers, distributing the products, getting it out, letting people touch it, feel it, play with it, pour it, and see the liquid gold in action. You know, and that's what kind of built AMSOIL up. So that's a little bit about the pricing and stuff like that. A lot of people don't really understand it. Nowadays, it's basically the same price as any other synthetic oil. The only thing is it's a whole lot better. And not only is there third-party testing on it that shows it's 4 times better than Mobil 1 Extended Performance, but also it's a lot better than Pennzoil and all the other oils. You can see lots of videos on it. You can see the Project Farm videos, but they've known that for the past, since 1972. It's been the leader in lubrication, so it's no surprise that it's that big of a deal. But 100% synthetic, lasts 4 times longer than the best Mobil 1. It burns off at half the rate of the best Mobil 1. So when you don't have to add the oil, you just save a lot of gas, save time. And you know, nowadays, one of the biggest, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Oh my
Could I get like, look at 3 bar towels because I spilled my water?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your dressing
Wow.
back here.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, you
Look
need to
how
give that.
flowery this is.
Look at that.
Look at how flowery.
That's
Isn't that
gorgeous.
beautiful?
Oh, I
it's
love
like
it.
a flower.
I love it.
I eat my flowers.
I've seen this, actually.
Yes.
I've seen him eat flowers.
Yes, yeah, every time he's got the purple ones, I just...
Yep.
Yeah.
Little orchids or something like that.
Yes.
So, where are we at? Perfect, thank you. And could I get a water with lime?
Yeah.
You know, people being a little bit scared of the price,
Okay.
how the products are distributed.
So let me tell you something. When you come to my shop, okay, and we do a signature oil change, a signature series oil change, I ask you to come back in 6,000 miles.
All right.
Which is half the drain interval.
Tell us, all right.
What I'm going to do in 6,000 miles and not charge you $1 for is I'm going to bring your vehicle in, I'm going to check and top up your fluids, I'm going to pull the dipstick, let you know what oil burn off we've had, if any.
All right.
And then if it does need a little bit, I'm going to top it up at no charge. I have faith that you'll be able to go 6,000 miles and not have a whole lot of top up. Oh, there we go.
Get a crazy tall pour.
Woo. Look at that sauce. Pour in the sauce.
Little gingers.
So just and for the do it at home guys,
yes,
do it yourselfers when you're doing your signature series oil change.
Yes.
And I'm going to say, generally, if you're doing your own oil changes at home, you probably already check your fluids
all the time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome. Do you want me to take that cup so you have
Yes.
You can never check your fluids too often.
No.
Get in there, touch it, feel it, play with it, make sure it's okay.
But one of the reasons I do offer that free top off and you know, checking tires and all that stuff is because I don't want you to go 12,000 miles without checking your fluids. So if you don't feel like doing it, bring it to me and let me do it. But it's, yeah, you're paying more. You are. The Signature Series at my shop, we finally nailed down a price point on it. It's for 5 quarts. What? No? Oh, okay.
Nothing but prices on the internet, Jeff.
Oh.
We got a real Jeff in.
Yep. Wait a minute. What's going on?
Yeah. Good question, Jeff.
Fill me in.
So basically, with AMSOIL, they don't want anyone dropping their pants, and especially in public or on a public forum. And basically, it's such a good product, we can't allow anybody to underestimate what it offers and just start dropping the price. Because once one person does it, then they all do it like dominoes.
That's fair.
So one of AMSOIL's things is we, on any type of public platform or internet, we don't even talk about it.
That's fair.
But if you have a question about the price, there's a link below. You can click on it and you'll see all the prices right there. There's a wholesale account you can do where you get the products at 25% off and free shipping. And this is your preferred customer booklet with all the information in there. And you can always become a preferred customer or, yeah. So there you go.
Well, I guess that worked. Thank you for educating me.
Of course.
I don't want to make a slip up.
Of course.
Probably didn't read the fine print. I probably missed that part.
And neither did I in the beginning. I completely blundered myself.
I mean, sometimes it's a beg for forgiveness scenario, not ask for permission.
Of course, Jeff.
I mean, sometimes.
Of course.
But we want to follow the rules. So where are we at? We're talking about history. We're talking about how it was considerably more. AMSOIL actually did something that I thought was really interesting, because this is when Eben approached me.
All right.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I'm outside in front of the office. You're asking to come here with your order?
Building 21, Unit 12.
Building 21, Unit 12.
This is some James Bond stuff.
Perfect.
They're
Thank
after
you.
Jeff, and they can't get him. Jeff's untouchable. Not going to happen.
So when you order Postmates, sometimes they need directions. Even though in the description below, in the comments that Postmates asked for, I put the address and the building number. And she says, I'm in front of the office. I don't know where your apartment is. So that's fair. It's okay, it's not your fault.
Now, if you're watching this stuff and you're liking the video,
Yeah.
definitely give it a thumbs up.
Like and share?
Yeah, and I don't think I got into it yet, but you know what? My cell phone number is 702-472-3614. Text me those shares. I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Tag me if you're on Facebook or Instagram. Go ahead and tag both Jeff and I. Get in the game, play with it a little bit. And what that's going to do is that's going to help us get closer to 15,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's the goal. And when we get there, we're going to be boosting the giveaways even more.
Yeah.
And if you think the $100 gift card's something, when do you see what we get to when we get to 15,000 subscribers?
I mean, we started with, what was it, like 9, 10 names in the hat?
Yeah.
Our first one was 9 or 10 names. We had one gift card, which at that point we didn't have the volume to justify it, but we stuck our neck out and went for it.
Yeah, you have to.
So we took that. Then we also had a second prize, and then we came up with second and third, and now we're at the point where, you know what, it's a weekly thing, and this is because of you guys helping us. You know, you call us on the phone, you got the numbers, you know, you got Eben's number. If you want to call the shop, talk to me. Phone number there is 702-433-5823. You've got to be kidding. Hang on, guys, Postmates. Oh, shit.
Jeff's got Postmates comps. That's how much of a big deal Jeff is. He orders so much through Postmates. They got him on an automatic reorders.
They call me just so I can answer everybody's questions. All right. Hello?
Jeff does a good job with the family, making sure the kids are well fed. He's got shoes and socks on the kids. And that's what's important, right, Jeff? They're not running around barefoot.
Hi, what's up?
So Jeff's taking care of everyone. It's beautiful. He takes care of people at the shop, and he takes care of his family.
Yeah, 2112.
Okay.
Perfect. Thanks, bye.
Beautiful.
Okay, so 2112. Don't forget that. When Postmates call back, I'll have you guys tell them.
All right.
All right, so we're back at the thing. So when Eben first started talking to me about AMSOIL, okay, we're on our history lesson. This was about a year and some change ago. He said AMSOIL. I said, look, these two people talked to me. I know how much you're charging for the stuff. I'm not interested because I can't sell my customers a $350 oil change because I wouldn't have spent that myself. You know, at the time I was dyed in the wool purple. I screamed it from the roofs. The only good oil pours out of the bottle purple. That's what I thought. And Eben educated me on stuff I didn't know. AMSOIL had exponentially increased their product line over the last 12 years.
And I had time to work with Jeff. Now, Jeff, totally malleable.
Yeah.
And he's open. He's never been one of those people that can't hear anything. There's a lot of people that just don't process. And Jeff's fortunate enough to be someone that actually is open. And now he's opening up so much. He's out actually entertaining audiences all over Vegas now.
Yeah.
And he's an excellent magician, and we're sharpening his
right.
utility
We're
tools.
getting my wand nice and sharp.
Yep. So I kind of warmed him up. I broke him in a little bit, and then once he was all ready, then he took on the products and everything else, and it's just it's a process.
And now Eben's never been called pushy in his life ever, right? Never.
I don't think so.
Okay, just making sure. And he didn't hear it. So, anyways.
I don't think so. I don't know.
So Eben wanted me to come on at 100%, and I know where he's coming from. Eben is a fireball. This guy wakes up burning 1,000 degrees and hits the ground running. So everything he does is full throttle, and you know what? It's awesome. That is the way to be. Now for me, I'm a little bit slower. I'm like a sloth. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get there, but it's gonna take time, and every hand movement is methodical. So when I first started, I picked 3 viscosities that I sold, 0, 25, 25, 30 with the OE, and that's it. And Eben called me, hey, Jeff, well, let me get you a case of oil flush. Hey, Jeff, let me get you a case of PI. And then he said, hey, Jeff, let me give you a case of PI. And I said, okay, Eben, I'm going to try to sell it. And you know what? I didn't have to sell it. The customers, after I put it in my car and I told them what it did, they bought it. I didn't sell it, they bought it. And so it blew my mind that they had so much, because I really just thought it was expensive quarts of oil and expensive filter bypass systems, because that's the way it was initially presented to me. Eben came at me with a different angle altogether. And he let me know that we had lots of options on products, and that it had comparable products, and even more so than some of the other companies that I dealt with in the past. You know, I've dealt with a ton of chemical companies. You know, I dealt with Justice Brothers, I've dealt with BG, I've dealt with, you know, we had a company out here, Warren Distributing, who had all sorts of products. Motor Rat had all sorts of products. I mean, we used to, you know, have all these companies come out selling their version, I don't want to call it snake oil, because I believe at every point when I sold that product to a customer, I was selling it from my heart, because I believe in it. I won't sell you anything that I wouldn't pour all over my own body. Yeah, that's my job. So I can't do that. So at the time when I first started, we had this product. It was Justice Brothers. It was called JB6. And back in the day, you could pour thickening agents into the oil, and it was good. And this stuff, man, we would do the oil change and we'd take this can and we'd set it on the exhaust manifold to warm it up so we could pour this stuff. You pop this can and you could do a 5-minute pour before it even hits the hole. This stuff was thick. It was honey. But I'll tell you what, I've heard it quiet up lifters. I heard it raise oil. I've seen it raise oil pressure, but that's in older cars. You can't get away from that. If you take a car that takes 0W20 and you pour some of that maple syrup in January down in there, you know, Lucas makes a great product, but I don't recommend that additive. Personal recommendation to put in an 020 system. That stuff is thick. It's a lot thicker than the 020. When you pour a bottle of 020 out, it comes out really thin really fast. You know, you pour out a bottle of 2050, it's a little bit gloopier. You know, you pour some oil stabilizer, that stuff comes out slower than gear oil. So if you've got all these tight tolerances we've been talking about.
And if you're watching the channel, definitely give it a thumbs up. It helps out the channel, helps boost it. And also share it. We had someone ask here, what's your texting number? Chris Inman asked, what's your texting number, Jeff?
Thank you, Chris. The hotline text for Jeff, 702-907-9227. You send me a text. I'll be honest with you. If it's too late, I'm not going to answer. But when I wake up first thing in the morning, I go out to my coffee pot, I brew that first pot, and then I walk back into the bathroom, and I read all my texts. I got about 10 minutes at that point to read all my texts, check Facebook, maybe check the weather, check the news, and then I'm a lighter man. I can get up and move about the world.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
That's incredible.
Easy come, easy go.
I like it. And my cell phone is 702-472-3614. You can call, text me anytime. And yeah, if you're at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, can't seem to sleep, it's itching at you. God, I gotta ask him a question about that AMSOIL stuff.
Somebody please text him at 2 o'clock in the morning, because you will be, and for real, he is awake. He's up.
Yeah, and you know, and you just can't sleep. Just text it to me. I'll be happy to answer anything. And yeah, so we're gonna be upping the giveaway. Text the shares of the channel. You can share any video of the channel.
Can I show him?
Yeah.
Can I show him?
Yeah.
Ooh, this week.
You don't want it.
Okay, to qualify, because this will come to you next week, right?
Yep.
To qualify on the next show, because we're going to tell you who won, and we're going to send it to you. So next week you are getting a Columbia River knife and tool, Carabiner, not for climbing, not load bearing keychain, that has a wonderful bottle opener on it. So if you're out in the woods and all you have on your pack is a couple of bottles of Bud and this keychain, you're good. You don't have to smash your beer on the rocks to take the cap off. This is such a handy tool in an emergency.
That's great.
Yeah. So that and even what else?
We're gonna do a $50 gift card to Express Lube and Auto Repair.
$50 gift card. My goodness.
For anything you want. If you want a pair of rotas, brake pads.
Yeah, call
you
us,
want some
please.
lube. Doesn't matter what you want. Even if you're way, way far away in the tips of Maine, or all the way out there in Shimikinamana, Punapana, Canada, way up top, we'll ship it to you.
I thought that was in Wisconsin.
It was.
Okay, fair enough.
Both. I think they're close to each other, I think.
And I got to answer a question. I had a gentleman called me, and please, I apologize, I forgot your name, but 2018 Toyota Tacoma, boy, I can remember a car. 2018 or 19, sorry. He was doing his gear oil into AMSOIL, and we were talking about the differential. And I know this is not the differential question and answer, but he had asked me a question I didn't have an answer to. And while I'm laying there in bed, okay, popped into my brain. He had asked me, he had drained his oil out, he had put the correct quantity back in, and somebody had told him in the past that after you add the gear oil, you take it for a drive and then recheck the level. Now, me personally, never heard that, but that's okay, because I haven't heard of everything in the world. That could be a very valid thing.
That's what's great about Jeff. He's open. He's not afraid of the future.
I got a word. So he had asked me why it was coming out so much. So there's two reasons. First reason, the gentleman had mentioned that he filled it all the way to the bottom of the fill plug. Under no circumstance is that okay on any vehicle. Any vehicle. We discussed this once. I don't know if it's stuck to anybody, but when you fill a differential, it needs to be 1/2 inch to 9/16 of an inch below the fill hole due to expansion. Now, he had asked me if it was temperature expansion, and I said, no, it can't be temperature expansion. A rear differential does not get that hot. It just really, really doesn't, in comparison to everything else on your car.
Not if you're drag stripping, Jeff.
Well, we're not drag stripping.
Not if you're autocrossing, Jeff.
We're not autocrossing. So let's go normal.
All right.
Normal operation. And I didn't have the answer on why his gear oil got so much higher and started flowing up. Aeration. I completely forgot that as the gears are cycling through there,
It's like a whisk.
it's like a whisk. Now, there are anti-foaming agents in oil. There are things that take foam out of the oil, but unfortunately, it will still develop bubbles. And the air is displacing the fluid. It's moving up, it's going out. That is why they want the 9/16 1/2 an inch in there, because it's going to expand up that high. And if you expand above that fill plug line in hot, you are going to be putting pressure against the seals, because the level's always filled to the lowest edge of the lowest seal. So on a differential, that generally is the pinion seal in the front. So if you actually took, good job, you ate all your dinner.
The flour is boom by.
I think you've earned dessert.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right.
What can I get? I forgot what they got here.
Oh, they got that cheesecake.
Oh my God.
They got that vegan cheesecake. It was amazing.
All right.
All right, so
we're
check
gonna
it out.
get some
We're
cheesecake.
being looked at, but we're not. It's crazy. There's a one-way glass right there, and there's two people just staring right at us, but they're not looking at us.
They're thinking about thinking, Jeff.
Yeah, there's a song called Tom's Diner has something like that. So anyways, that is the answer. The reason it expanded so much is because of aeration. So call me again, talk about it. I'll apologize to you for not knowing the answer right off the bat, but I did learn it.
And there's a bunch of questions here. Thanks, Brian Davenport. Thanks for checking out the channel. Really appreciate you being a part of the community, touching it, leaving answers, questions, sharing the channel, everything. Talk about the quality of 020 XL OE, how match up the Group 3 oils out there. So the OE and the XL oils are great motor oils. This is the top tier AMSOIL one they make, but you don't need that at all. If you drive, 3,000-5,000 miles a year, you're completely fine with oil that's about half the price of that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to spend almost any money at all on oil ever again, because speaking of the devil, actually, when you run 100% synthetic, you actually have less drag, less parasitic drag in the crankcase, and basically you end up saving the the money of the oil. So when you run these oils, you really actually don't pay for them. And I know a lot of people, they think that's a bunch of cod swallops, but believe it or not, once you actually touch it and feel it, it'll become real.
Let me talk about cod swallops.
Cod swallops.
So one of the reasons that I actually liked Eben when I first met him was because I've talked to Eben's borderline a fast talking sales guy. And it's awesome because it's fun, we can banter, we have jokes, it's a good time.
I never sold nothing in my life.
Don Rickles, Ed McMahon, it's just how it is.
All right.
It's just how it is.
I don't even know who they are.
What? Don't fuck with me.
I know who Rickles is.
All right.
I know Rickles.
Ed McMahon is like Johnny Carson's backup to a backup.
All right.
Good guy. But when Eben started spouting information on the oils and stuff, he wasn't lying. I've had people. These people will tell me all sorts of stuff. They'll be like, oh, this is how it works and this is how it happens. And I have to listen to this and not let the hairs on the back of my neck, not let my beard puff out, because it bothers me. Misinformation is annoying.
It's terrible.
But hearing Eben come at me, not just with good information, exacting information, like to the decimal. He knows his stuff. So he may not be a mechanic. I could probably put a belt or an alternator on, fasten him, but don't think that this guy doesn't know lubricant the same as I do. You spent the time, you studied it, you learned it. And I'm gonna be honest, there's stuff that Eben knows that I just have no idea on, and so I get to learn sitting with this guy. Even though he's a young buck, you can see, turn your head. See the green? There's still green back there. It's okay though. It's okay, a little green behind the ears.
And you know, to prove how schmott I am,
Ooh.
I came up with this saying.
Oh, I like it.
And when it comes to lubricants and filters, if it ain't wet, it ain't protected. And if it ain't protected, it ain't wet. That's why the wetter the better. So
Yeah.
put the lube on it, get it wet, and you'll be protected.
That's his tagline.
And I tell people that that's how schmott I am.
I hope nobody's disappointed that we didn't go over a whole lot of transmission stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to push that to next week. I didn't realize
Nothing to fret about, Jeff.
When Eben mentioned the history of AMSOIL, I really didn't think it would be more than an hour's worth of information. But you know what? There's really a lot to it.
We got
There
some
really
other
is.
stuff.
Oh, let's answer some questions.
Greens detailing, my courageous, ostentatious, bodacious bro. Greens detailing. Thanks for checking out the channel. Really appreciate it. And thanks for detailing cars and making them cleaner and protecting the inside.
That's right.
I tell you what, the inside's just as important as the outside, and just beautiful. What is he doing here? My first oil change tomorrow. New Ram. Pretty righteous.
Yeah.
Ram power. I've been seeing these Tonka, super righteous Tonka Rebels and all this stuff, Jeff.
Yeah.
I mean, these are some gnarly looking pickup trucks.
You know what I saw yesterday?
What?
Old. Well, okay, all right, not that old. Like a 95 or 96 Ram 2500 diesel, which I can't tell you how much I like diesels. I like diesels. He had a vertical stack. This thing had to be 12 inches coming out of the center of his bed. It was the craziest looking exhaust I'd ever seen. And the sound that made, oh my God, that sound was amazing.
The diesel's the future. It really is.
It is.
This is the stuff that keeps them running perfectly smooth. The lubricant cetane boost.
They made, and you know what, even more important because of the lower emissions diesel fuel that came out, early, mid-2000s? You know, a lot of those older ones, they had more sulfur compound, they had a lot of stuff, but they've been doing a lot to diesel emissions over the last 10 or 15 years, so
They have.
you need to use that.
Yeah,
What do we got?
My courageous, ostentatious, bodacious bro, Jason K. Here's a good one. Normally, you're supposed to change your brake fluid every 2 years, which the change interval with AMSOIL. So basically, the change interval for AMSOIL is going to still be OEM.
Yeah,
because you're going to be bulldogging your brakes. Say you got an AMG car. If you ask them, I think it's every 1 year or 30,000 miles with AMG.
Yeah.
And you don't realize when you start pulling around in an under 4 second 0 to 60 car in a Mercedes Benz, it's so smooth that you actually don't feel the speed, and you keep coming into these stoplights faster and faster. I've done it before in an S-Class.
Yeah. Oh man,
And
they sneak up there.
They do. They sneak up there, and you don't realize how much you're getting into the brakes, and you keep heat soaking those rotors, and you start heating up that fluid that's in the calipers, and it really kind of turns into a gelatin, and it's just way better off to flush it out earlier than have that gelatin.
And brake fluid, now I'll be honest, I've never seen it gel.
You haven't?
I have not, ever. That's okay.
My God.
That's okay. I don't have to. My experience with brake fluid is we see it darken a lot because a lot of times people forget to flush out their brake fluid. It's just not as common of a thing anymore. And some of the more complex systems, I don't recommend, unless you have an older car and you know exactly what you're doing, don't do your brake bleeding at home anymore. I had a Highlander, a Toyota, and all the hybrid vehicles, the bleeding procedure cannot be done by pumping and holding. It is impossible. I spent, oh gosh, we had one, we got an ABS, it had a bad ABS control module. We put a new module in there. It didn't work, but I assumed that it was good. So I spent 8 hours trying to bleed that system with a bad module. I had no feedback, nothing to tell me. So then I ordered another one.
You spent 8 hours bleeding the Toyota, Jeff?
Dude, it was a really, really bad week. I'm not even gonna lie to you, that was a bad week. So we got another new module.
That's good.
I put it in there, and I did the bleeding procedure with my scanner. Now with my scanner, one person has to sit up inside the car, one person has to go to the wheels, and it's the same thing except for the person sitting in the car never puts their foot on the brake. You hit a button, and then it tells you go to the rear wheel, open the valve, hit another button. You're not doing that by yourself, because in a hybrid vehicle, your push on the brake pedal is a light suggestion, not a mandation. You're not directly connected to a whole lot. You're basically hooked up to a pedal simulator, and then the computer makes the decision to stop the car. I got in this thing with a bad ABS module in it, and when I hit the brakes, it tried to jerk the wheel out of hand and put me on the side of the road. One wheel locked and it went blah! I was honestly scared.
That's scary as heck.
So be careful if you do feel like doing your brakes at home, which is good. Make sure you read about it. But the fluid gets contaminated. That stuff turns black. It absorbs moisture. And when it absorbs moisture, when you're doing that AMG 150 mile an hour decel to 10, that brake fluid is going to boil if it has too much moisture in there. When it boils, you're going to lose braking pressure, and your foot's going to start dropping, and it's going to make you sick to your stomach, because now you have a $90,000 car going to the back of a $3,000 Honda Civic. You know what? Bad day.
Yep.
You didn't change your brake fluid. Good job.
Yep, exactly.
Not that extreme, but for real, take care of your car. I don't want you to be afraid.
Thanks, Jason, for asking that question.
All right, next.
Coming on in, thunderstorm here. Tried talking my power away. Lucky bought a surge protector. Very schmott. Probably somewhere in the middle of the country, Miguel. And a new TV. Could have been gone. Could have blew that sucker in one pop. It just blows up. Next thing you know, there's piles of plastic in your lap. That'd be scary. Jeez.
I'd be nervous.
Yeah. So you know, we're stepping up the giveaway. We're going to be giving out that $50 gift card. So if you're watching this, definitely give it a thumbs up. I see we got a lot of people watching still, and they're not giving it a thumbs up. Hey,
Come on, guys.
yeah.
Give you my best Terrence. Come on, gang. Oh wait, that's Saddam from South Park. Come on, gang.
That's cute.
It's pretty awesome.
That's good. So in the description section below, we'll have a little bit more information.
Yeah.
Have our links. Jeff,
Ask the questions.
if you want to go through Jeff, yes, please.
Oh, sí, por
Yes.
favor.
Yes. Excellent service here. And we were going to get something, Jeff?
Oh yeah. We're gonna do two things of
Let's
the
do it.
vegan cheesecake.
Yes.
Any strawberry or chocolate sauce?
Strawberry for me.
And I'll go sauceless. And do you
Okay.
guys have any of the dark black stuff?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Oh, yeah.
I like it. The darker the better, because it doesn't show the dirt. That's the good part.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Any cream or sugar?
I'll just go completely black.
Hot?
Yeah, hot, please. Yes,
sure,
please.
yeah.
Yep.
Mix it for you right
Yep.
now.
And I tell people, my girlfriend says I'm like a good cup of coffee, hot, strong, and I keep her up all night.
That's good.
Yeah.
You got a nice girlfriend.
That's my only coffee joke. I don't know any others.
I don't know there's a whole lot of coffee jokes. I do know that it's not a joke when I don't get my coffee in the morning. That's not a joke.
I like that, Jeff. I like that. So yeah,
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna call it. We did a good show today.
we sure did, Jeff.
We're gonna touch transmissions next week. Don't
Yeah.
forget your like and your share. Eben's gonna put a link right here.
Yep.
What are you gonna put in that link? What are you gonna put in that link?
We'll put it in the middle, Jeff.
What are you putting there?
We're gonna stick there some more videos of the Thursday Night Live.
Oh yeah.
Check them out. We
absolutely.
got a lot of great topics for you. And I also have my engine flush playlist, motor oil playlist, transmissions. You'll see all the playlists. Feel free to go through the whole entire channel,
Yeah.
digging around, and I promise you'll enjoy it. Yeah.
Go fishing for me too. If you're a person that has a Facebook account,
Yes.
yeah, go check out Express Lube and Auto Repair on Facebook. Give us a like. That helps us out. And honestly, we're attacking this from two directions. Both sides of the house are feeding into one pot. I really want our giveaway to be something retarded at some point. I want our giveaway to be able to be like a $500 first place prize once a month.
Oh, Jeff, we're going to be giving
Yeah.
away a $10,000 6-month vacation.
Help us do that. So find us Express.
$10,000, not 6 months. 6-day getaway. That's
I was gonna say $10,000 for 6 months. That puts you on a small island somewhere in the South Pacific. Not bad though. So anyways,
you like that?
Express Lube and Auto Repair. Like our Facebook page. We're Trop and Boulder Highway.
Yep.
If you find it online, the little icon's a blue star with a little yellow E in it.
Yep.
And you can go on there. I pride myself as a magician, and we post magic tricks a few times a week.
Yeah.
You're gonna see Eben at the shop. We post. We hang out quite a bit.
Yeah.
So.
And also, you're going to see Jeff's. He does tricks like every other day on his page on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm also on Synthetic Oil Protection Facebook page.
Yeah.
Also, I'm on Instagame. I play the game in 2 ways. I got my Eben Rockmaker standard personal page. You'll see me playing with coffee and.
Did he say strawberry or chocolate?
Strawberry.
Okay.
She cares, Jeff.
Yes.
This is service here. This place is delicious. Great salad.
This is our second time here.
Jeff introduced me to it.
Yeah.
He's making me healthier as we speak. Thanks, Jeff.
It's good.
You're the best.
Look at his skin. Look at his skin. Nice. So, all right, guys.
Yeah, so we got to do a little juggle for him before we let him go, right?
Give me a juggle.
All right, we're not going to give you guys all the entertainment at one time.
Ooh.
We don't want to pop any fuses.
No, we don't want to hurt anybody.
I've done that before. But, all right.
Whew.
See if I can remember this.
All right. Show me. Let's be careful.
All right. Give me a countdown, Jeff.
Okay. 3,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
1.
Let's do it.
Oh, I love it. Hey, you know what? 10,000 times better than I would have done.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Hold on.
But wait, there's more.
Yes, hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Money. Money.
Oh, yes.
There she is. All right.
You should be clapping on the other side.
Yes.
I'm clapping.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
I tell people I do nothing, but I do it well.
I don't know that I have any magic for us today. You know what? Where's the old standby?
Oh,
Where's the old standby? My personal favorite. Oh, what do we got going on? What are we gonna do? Got to feel them out first. All right.
Give it to him, Jeff.
Okay, here we go. Eben,
Give it to him.
what are we gonna do here? What do we got? All right, so. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
right here.
Thank you.
Hey. Would you be willing to do a magic trick with me right here?
Good. Get in.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to hurt
Eben, can I fold your laptop?
Of course you can, Jeffrey.
I'm gonna set this back.
Of course.
here. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Come on, right here.
Where am I going? Right here?
Yeah. Have a seat. Make sure we're both on here. Good. Okay. So, here's what I'm gonna have you do. I'm gonna have you reach out, and you're just gonna tap a card. Just reach out. Go ahead. Grab one. Perfect. Take it. Now, I want you to look at it. I want you to show it to them. And I want you to tell everybody, I have the 3 of spades. Oh, is that what it is?
I see it.
It's the 3 of spades. This is fantastic. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you go ahead and set the card right here. Okay, now this is your last shot. We're going to watch it. We're going to bury it. You're going to help me. We're going to bury it one more. Push that in there. Now look through here. I want you to look. Do you see if you see your card? We're going to go slow. What was your card again?
3 of spades.
We're looking for a 3 here. Go ahead and take those. Go ahead and look.
See, keep going a little bit.
Wait, I don't see it.
I got no. Okay, let me see the cards. We're going to start this trick again.
Oh my God! You're a superstar, Jeff.
All right, so I'm going to take it. I'll put it somewhere right in the middle of the deck. Now, do you know how to snap?
Yes.
Snap. Okay, perfect. Is that it right there? 3 of spades?
Yes.
Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take that one more time. Put it in the middle of the deck. One last snap. How's that? That is fantastic. It was like you were bonded with this card.
Yes.
That is fantastic.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
Hey.
I really appreciate that.
Showing me that.
Of course.
Thanks, Jordan.
No problem.
Thank you. Yeah.
You guys need anything?
I think we're good, right, Jeff?
We're good. We got dessert. I guess
All right. So you saw Jeff in living colors. Jeff's the real deal. Almost untouchable. If you come down to the shop, you can touch him.
Yeah.
He's there for pictures, and Jeff really de-stresses people on the job. He comforts them, calms them down, and lets them know that their vehicle will drive again.
Absolutely.
And that makes a difference, Jeff.
Absolutely.
And Jeff, he you know, there's a lot of jobs that put a lot of stress because you're turning the screws on people, like a dentist or a mechanic. And even though Jeff has to give sometimes bad news, he doesn't let it faze him. And that's what makes Jeff a war hero.
I try.
You're the best, Jeff.
And hey, if you come through Vegas, let us know, okay? Eben would be more than happy to meet you down at the shop. Meet me, you know, sit. We'll have a cup of coffee. We'll talk. We'll do some magic. We'll have some fun. You don't even have to come with a car. Just come. Everybody comes to Vegas. And guess what? I'm here 365, maybe, mostly.
And we're always happy to help you with your bee's knees.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, awesome.
All right, that's it, Jeff, right?
That's it. I
Let's
wrapped it
give
up.
him a cheers to protection,
There we go.
protection, protection. Boom,
Cheers.
cheers. We'll see you back next week. Beautiful, Jeff.
That was awesome sauce.